How weird is this angle? This angle feels weird. I was just lazy and didn't want to set up my tripod, and so now you're up here on the books. It feels wrong. Is it better if you're lower down? Hi. This is a weirder angle, but whatever. My chair has nowhere to go, so we're just gonna lean on it. Welcome in, spooks. Great start. You will have seen the title of this video, so you know that I'm going to see how many books I can read, or how much I can read, in 24 hours. Now, this is not a reading for 24 hours straight vlog. I will be sleeping. You can bet your little butts I will be sleeping. I'm not going to mess around with my psyche and try and stay awake for 24 hours straight. The other day, as in like 2 weeks ago, I accidentally pulled an all-nighter and just, "You eating the biscuits?" And accidentally stayed awake all night. I did not want to, I was just stressed and couldn't sleep. I will never be doing that on purpose. If you see me saying I'm gonna stay awake for 24 hours straight and read, just know it's a cry for help and I need your assistance. Step in, ask me if I'm okay. If I now do that in the future, this will be very foreboding. Anyway, so I have seen lots and lots and lots of booktubers do this exact same challenge, but in slightly different ways. So what I'm saying is this is not an original thought. I don't think I've ever had one. I just want to do what everyone else is doing and feel involved. And also it just sounds really fun. So I think there are quite a few different ways you could do it. So as I said, you can stay up all night and just read for 24 hours straight. We won't be doing that. You can start the timer only when you're physically reading and see how long it takes you to complete 24 hours. Or the third option, my option, you can just put a timer on for 24 hours and see how much you get read in that space of time. So it is currently 4:30 p.m. on a Thursday. I do not have work tomorrow. I'm really excited about it. So I'm home alone all evening. I'm going to put my headphones in, do some tidying up, make some dinner in a minute, and when I eat, I'll probably take out the headphones, maybe spend some time with Spencer, you know, that might be quite nice. And then when I'm home alone again, I might go for a walk, my audiobook, I might sit down and physically read. I think it's gonna rain. If it rains, we're not leaving the house. And I'll probably go to bed at a reasonable hour, and then I'm gonna set my alarm. This is really a fun prop to have in front of me. Oh, I thought I could like push it out of the frame. And then I'm gonna set my alarm for maybe 5 a.m. and try and get up at 5 and then continue the reading process. So I'll only be sleeping for about 6 hours. That's the plan. And then I will stop the timer around, I think I'm gonna start at 5 p.m. I'll start 5 p.m. tonight. Let me have a chance to record this intro, get myself ready, and then start. Okay? So I'll probably stop the timer at 5 p.m. on Friday. I'll keep you updated. I've got some options of books that I would like to read. First up, I am about 60% of the way through A Day for the Night. So whilst this is very heavy, I would like to get quite a bit read today and tomorrow. It doesn't have a dust jacket on, but this is Darker by 4 by June C.L. Tan. I am, again, maybe 50% of the way through, maybe 40. The audiobook, I haven't actually really been physically reading much at all. The odd page, so mostly audiobook. So I do have an audiobook to listen to. This isn't part of my TBR shelf challenge, so it's probably an issue that I'm thinking of reading it, but I would quite like to read The Starless Sea. It is for a book club, so it would benefit me to read this, but we'll see how we get on. I have Geo, is that pronounced correctly? By Junji Ito. I borrowed this from a friend quite a few months ago. I really need to read it and return it to him, but I feel like this will break up the monotony of reading novels. So this might help me out. Aside from that, plan-wise, I have, as I said, the whole day off. I've got a pedicure booked in the morning. I'm so excited. It's now summer. I have new sandals. I will show you them when I get my toes done. And I'm excited to have a pedicure done. I also got this in my Illumicrate box, and I have never tried to embroider anything before. There is a cat hair on the camera. Can you still see? You good? You're good. I would quite like to try this. I think maybe sticking an audiobook on and giving this a go might be quite nice. I'll let you know. We'll see how I feel about that. I think that's probably it. We might go to the gym because that's attached to where I'm getting my toes done. So the day's wide open. The world is my freaking oyster. Let's get to reading, spooks. I'm ready to start, I think. I'm going to put my audiobook on, and behind you is the kitchen and it's a bit of a mess, so I need to tidy up. It is 4:38 and I'm ready to start. Let's get the audiobook ready. I've got 6 hours left of Darker by 4, so I'm going to start listening to that now. I feel like I can probably finish this quite easily tomorrow if I focus. Let me get the timer started before I press play. 24 hours, I think it's technically 23:59:59, isn't it, Crazy? Okay, here we go, the timer is starting. Let's listen. Not to brag, but it's already been half an hour. I'm doing good. You can hear the dishwasher running and also the trickling water, which is my cat's drinks fountain. Just don't listen. I mean, listen to me. I mean, you don't have to listen to me. I've gone awry. I have already read. Wait, where are we at? Got lots of notifications that we're gonna just ignore, because that's what I like to do. 22 hours, 32 seconds left. Hope you can see that. And I'm on page 172, and I started on page 142. So I've read 30 pages in 1.5 hours. Yeah, that's good. Let's continue. I forgot to mention, I also want to read Never Let Me Go during this video. It's part of my May TBR. I'm on page 49, chapter 5. I might read that now and watch a little bit of YouTube. Let's go.
Oh, bring me back to that day. I had all of this waiting ahead. It kills to be halfway alive since I had you, and one till I see you again. I don't mind spending a little time away, but want your hands and our pixels on a web, down with this internet. I run and I run, call you up, you're on the other side. Say my name, kiss my name, believe no more. It's like we're right here, then I realize, how can I have you when
I don't know, again, if you can hear the cat fountain dribbling. He just likes a cat fountain. I can't explain it. I don't know how many hours I've been sat here. I feel like it's been maybe an hour and a half. I was so immersed in doing this. I have never done anything like this before, so it's a very, very rough idea of what it's meant to look like so far. It will one day, maybe, have a vague resemblance to this. Oh, sorry, hi. We're getting there. We're a beginner. But whilst I was doing that, I was listening to the audiobook for Darker by 4. Probably shouldn't have the scissors on the sofa. And I have got all the way to page 222 when I started on page... what? Page what? Any idea? I think I wrote it down. I am keeping track. I have a spreadsheet, naturally. I'm keeping track of the pages, the page number I start on, and how far I get in this challenge. So you'll know exactly how many pages of each book I read. I started on 142. I knew. I didn't need to even doubt myself. I've read 80 pages. That's so good. I'm so impressed with that. I will definitely finish this tomorrow, I think. It is 392 pages long. So I think that's fine. Mario, could I just have this? I'm so sorry. Audiobook wise, I'm listening to it on 1.2 at the moment. Earlier when I said I had 6 hours or something, I was on 1.5. So if I put it on 1.5, it says I've got 4 hours and 20 minutes left. So I should be able to get that done tonight. Timer wise, I am on I forgot for a second what that meant. I was like, I've done 20 hours? I'm tired. I have 20 hours and 11 seconds left. No, I have 20 hours, 11 minutes left. And it is 8:30 in the eve. I'm going to tidy up my chaos that I've created in my nice tidy living room. And I'm gonna go have a shower and wash my hair and have like a pamper everything shower, you know the kind. And then I'm gonna sit in bed and read. So for now, this is probably the last time you'll see my face. I'll see you in the morning. I'll set my alarm after my shower, okay? Okay? Is it shower time? Kiss, 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 is it shower time? Let's go.
I don't think my camera is going to like this lighting at all, but we are showered, we are in bed, we've got 19 hours left, it's about 9:30. Got my Darker by 4 audiobook, but I've also got options, and I'm going to watch some YouTube.
The reason that I get out of bed is to lay down again. Oh, I'll be with you in a sec. I just need a day off. Nothing in my plans. I just need a day off. I'll get back see the crossroads coming up ahead. A choice I make, but haven't made yet. Why do pathways feel so threatening? What ifs are never ending? Caught in the shadow of what might be. A future I fear, but still cannot see. Wait up, tomorrow should be easier. What if I leap and it's not what I fear? Oh. I get too nervous about the middle part, so I skip to the credits before it even starts. I know I tend to get ahead of things, but how come that I'm already at the end before it begins?
You sit so nicely on my car. You're so discreet. You're the discreetest little camera I've ever seen. You're such a flirt. I am wearing new sandals for the first time. Let me tell you, driving in them was a bit of an experience. They're all fine, but they're clunky. I will show you later. Once the toes have been completed, I will show you new sandals too. They are a very early birthday present. Very, very early. I really, really hope that the cafe is quiet. By the time I get there, like maybe the breakfast rush will be over. It'll be about an hour's time. I think my toes take about an hour. But if not, we'll get a little snack and we'll head home and maybe sit in the garden instead. So, ooh, car just turned itself back on. Anyway, I'm gonna go in now. I'm about 10 minutes early, but that's cool. And pick out my colour. I think I'm gonna go for black, which I know sounds very counterproductive considering it is summer. Well, is it summer? No, it's spring. Spring, summer. But that's my vibe. Yeah, I'm gonna go black. I don't know, it's time to get that. Okay, bye.
Already made it to the ending before it begins.
Don't prove me wrong, prove you right. Don't prove me wrong, prove you right. My word is bond, we don't spit no lies. A daughter of the sunshine. But every blue moon I come alive at night. I like lace and I like braids, but I love my natural edges laid from the east side.
I'm hoping you can't hear my whole music. I'm on hold with Royal Mail because last night they said that they had delivered a package. They had not. Where's my package? Anyway, travesty has hit. The last few clips that I recorded on this camera, my handheld one's fine, were all in slow-mo. Yep, I gave you an update. I recorded making lunch. Luckily I did some of that on my handheld. I recorded myself reading whilst I ate lunch. All in fucking slow-mo. What a fucking slow-mo. To be fair, I was going to speed up some of them anyway, so I'll see if that worked out okay. But otherwise, let me tell you a freaking update. Repeat myself. I love repeat myself. The cafe that I went to was busy, as I suspected it might. So I got a takeaway coffee and a takeaway cheese scone, which I'm gonna eat some point this afternoon. This coffee is so good, by the way. I've never had coffee from there before. So good. Hello? Yep, still on hold. Whilst I was in my appointment, I obviously didn't film because, yeah. But I had my phone and I was reading the ebook for A Day Before the Night. So I did get some reading done whilst I was out. Whilst I was driving, I was just listening to music because it's a sunny day, and driving on a sunny day, listening to the story so far, is like my perfect moment. You know what I mean? I don't know what else I told you. I just had my lunch, it was banging. Now I'm on the phone to Royal Mail. I'm gonna do some reading. I think I've got, my phone is busy, obviously, but I think I probably have four hours left. Already? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, damn. So I said in my update that was in slow-mo. Can you tell that I'm really pissed off about it? That I'm going to... The music stopped. I'm going to read solidly now until the time is up. Because whilst I did do a little bit of reading whilst I was out, the whole journeying there and back, going into the cafe, I feel like I've been missing out on some reading time. So I'm gonna knuckle down. I'm really enjoying A Day Before the Night. Never Let Me Go is also very intriguing. Darker by 4 is good. There are a couple of things bugging me a little bit, and I was going to look up, but then I got distracted by Royal Mail, whether it's a YA, because it reads a little bit like a YA. There was one reference that I'm pretty sure was a direct Harry Potter quote. Gave me the ick. I don't know if it was on purpose, but gave me the ick. And there was also like a couple of instances where we're being told and not shown something. Like, for example, I can read you an example. I've got receipts. So there's obviously like a budding romance, which I am enjoying. I'm enjoying the romance. I'm enjoying the drama. I won't say names in case of spoilers, but even though he was seriously injured, blah blah, was only worried about her. Because he asked a question like, no, don't do that because we don't know what they're going to do to you when they find out. And then we are literally told, even though he's very seriously injured, he was still worried about her. You didn't need to tell me that. I can deduce that by what he said. Just things like that, do you know what I mean? Show don't tell is like the most basics of writing. And I'm not disputing that this author is a very good writer because this is an entertaining story. The characters are distinguishable. I'm enjoying it. The dialogue is good. There's just a couple of little bits where I'm like, you didn't need to say that. And I can't think of the other example, but there was another one where I was like, why did you say that? I already knew that. Like, don't insult my intelligence, you know? I can figure that out myself. Wish me luck. Hope I found my package. Hope this isn't in slow-mo too.
On the West Coast, my high tolerance for pain don't mean I'ma take your all them fake followers ain't gon' like your pics. I rep the water bearer sign, but all the elements live rent free in my mind. Moody.
You in slow-mo? You better not be. Okay, spooky spookies. I have got almost exactly 3 hours left to go. Can you see? Where is the evidence? Focus. Thank you so much. 3 hours left to go. I am on page 313 of Darker by 4, so I've got this much left. The audiobook, if I continue at the exact speed, immersive reading, if I continue at that speed, bear with, I'll be done in 1 hour and 25 minutes, which means I will have 1 hour and 35 left. Is that good maths? Probably. And then I would like to go back to A Day Before the Night. Or should I read Geo? Geo? Unsure. I'll make that decision when it comes to it. But first, yeah, let's finish this. I did sit outside for a little while, but it's kind of windy. It looks nice, but it's kind of windy. And my jumper is fuzzy. Look at the fuzz. Can you see the fuzz? And lots of bugs kept getting stuck in my fuzz, and I was feeling bad about it. So I had to rescue lots of bugs, and so I decided to come back in. I'm gonna finish this. Things are heating up. Bye. I'm gonna go put some sweats on. It's serious reading time. Comfy clothes have been acquired. Let's go.
Oh, you big moody. I crave love and attention, but I keep everybody at a distance. If I build it, will y'all really come?
I finished reading Darker by 4, and I have sticky fingers. It's 3:15, and I have 1 hour and 23 minutes left. Can you there? I'm a little bit tired of reading, but I'm gonna carry on because I still want to read Day of Fallen Night, so I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna start the Starless Sea. I think I need to focus on my TBR shelf. So I've got 1 hour and 20 minutes. I'm gonna continue with A Day of Fallen Night. I might put some TV on, maybe a spooky film. Hello, why are you not working? And I'm gonna read the ebook because the paperback's there. And above all, I am lazy. And also it's really heavy. Bye.
About all these panties, but I really don't wear none. I like boys and I like girls, but I love my baby. Some may judge, but Emmanuel is still God within me. Yeah. I don't drink liquor, but it's something about a champagne toast. Still can't swim, but I sure could float.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ooh, yes. That was a little bit of a slog the last half an hour, I'll be honest. Just chucking the book away now, okay? Didn't even wake up the cat. Yeah, going back into Day of Fallen Night when I've been reading. It was a lot. That was a lot. That was a strug. It's getting really good at the moment. I want to give it the time it deserves. But so I'm not reading any more this evening, I don't think. Or I might put something a little lighter on. Let me tell you about the pages I read. Let me get my laptop. For a second I was like, did I definitely press record? Imagine. Oh, I actually need that book back to tell you what page I finished on. I can tell you. Let's do a little bit of mathematics. And by that I mean, let's get a spreadsheet open. 24-hour plan. I had an entire spreadsheet, I was not kidding by the way, earlier, with my plan of what I was going to do all day, the food that I was planning to eat, the snacks I was planning to make, and the things I wanted to tell you. I don't do things by halves. I like to put pressure on myself. Okay, I had put in on my spreadsheet the page number I was on before I started the challenge, and then I put on, and I've just entered the page I finished on. So, you know, basic maths means I can tell you how many pages I read today. Oh my gosh, that is way more than I thought I was gonna have read. Damn! Let me tell you the figures. I picked up, I think the first book I started reading, maybe? Or did I read Darker by 4 last night? I did, didn't I? Let's start with Darker by 4 then. That's the first book, that's the only book I finished in this vlog. I didn't think I was going to finish anything else because, hi, Day of Fallen Night. But I started Darker by 4 on page 142. I finished it, it was 393 pages long. So I read 251 pages of Darker by 4. Sometimes I was audiobooking it, towards the end I was combo reading it. Perfect. I read a little bit of Never Let Me Go this morning. I started on page 49 and finished on page 76, so I read 27 pages this morning. And then a day before the night, I started on page 513 and finished on page 584 just that second. And that is 71 pages. So in total, in this 24-hour period, where I was also sleeping, also doing other things, but mostly reading, I read 349 pages. That is including audiobooks, so hours listened to, but the pages consumed were 349 pages. There is a fly buzzing around and it's getting on my last nerve. I would call that a freaking success. As I said in an earlier clip, my challenge for my TBR shelf is... I'm getting a phone call, BRB. I have returned. I have no idea what I was saying. Gotta keep my phone on me now. I have no idea what I was saying. I'm sure it was really interesting, and you had a great time listening to me. What was I even talking about? No idea. Okay, whatever. Why do people keep calling me? I have no idea what I was saying, so you're off the hook. But I'm not going to be doing reviews of the books in this vlog, obviously, because I'll be doing my wrap up very, very soon, in which I'll go into more detail. But I am impressed at how many pages I read. 349 is crazy. Oh, I think I was saying my TBR shelf challenge. I was mentioning earlier how to complete it by the end of June, I need to read, I think it's something like 109 pages. The cat is right in the middle of the tripod. 109 pages a day, and I read 349 today. So that is massively gonna help my cause. I have enjoyed this challenge. I woke up very early and I am tired and kind of don't want to read anymore. So I couldn't do this on the regular, you know, but maybe every few months it'd be quite fun. So I'll be tempted to do it again, but for now, the day is done. I mean, it's 4:54 p.m. I am going to watch a movie, a Studio Ghibli movie. Ghibli? A Studio G, and eat some food. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've got any other challenges that you'd like to see me try or fail at, because I love to fail. It builds character, right? But otherwise, if you've got this far, leave me the clock emoji. I think it's pretty self-explanatory why that is. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in a video very, very soon, like next week, I don't know. Bye!
Let me show you